Hello Sagittarius. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. Some of you may have been in a relationship in the past. This could also be a current relationship. For others of you, this could be a situationship. And for a small portion of you, you could be in a connection where you know that there's a whole lot of energy and chemistry. However, no one's really speaking up. Wow. All right, a lot is going on here. 1, 2, 3 cards. Quite tense. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. Inside of my heart, my mind, I'm saying, oh Lord God, you have, Sagittarius, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that are quite dark. Again, good Lord, I'm saying this because how are you handling this? How are you dealing with this? Even Crosswatcher. This is a life-changing situation, event, circumstance that you have gone through, both of you. This is huge. I rarely get these many cards that are this intense. So this is supposed to be your person of interest, Sagittarius. However, because of the type of cards we have and the fact that we have a past life card here, this is my past life card, mystery card. This does tell me that you also are going through this. You also are experiencing this. You both are mirroring each other. This is a past life spiritual connection. And it's hurting. It's too much to bear. I see that here. It's hard to let go. And somebody here doesn't want to let go. We have sensuality followed by illness, wellness, beliefs, betrayal, ecstasy, crisis, fear, mystery. And then we have shape-shifting under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. So it's very rare that I see a combination of cards like this, and this is very overwhelming for an individual. Hopefully, this message through these cards that I'm seeing, it will make sense. My dear Sagittarius, being in this connection with you is quite something. I do feel this special chemistry that we have together. This sense of sensuality. It is great. The feelings are quite intense. Everything about you, it seduces me. Even though you're not even trying. Your body, your shape, the contours of your body, the way your skin is. I would like to be those beads of sweat I like to see that. You are someone who is very tantalizing, very tempting, very charming. But there's an issue. Even though I have this great desire, this sensual feeling towards you, there are certain things that I have not told you. Certain things that weigh me down below the surface. And they prevent me from being with you the way that you would like me to. All the things that I've gone through. Some of them you know, some of them you don't. I have some emotional trauma. But I also feel restricted. There are restrictions, constraints, obstacles, hurdles, hindrances. They prevent me, and they weigh me down, and they do not allow me to go and be with you and see you, your shining face. You are the sun. I'm unable to do that, and now I'm drowning in a sea of sadness. There's a sense of despair, desperation, and I'm depressed. Why? Because there are limitations. I have limitations. I am being forced to stay limited due to my circumstances. I can't be with you, and I can't give you what it is that you want. Part of the reason is because of what the world is saying. The way the world treats me, treats you, the way they talk to us, the way they're jealous, the things that they say, the way they come in between us. It's also against some of my beliefs. The way the world thinks, the traditions, the values, the morals, the ethics. It's so different. I was born and brought up in a very different way, and so were you. Our minds, they do not meet. Our hearts meet, but our minds don't meet, and we are not on the same page. No. You are someone who's completely on a different page, a whole different volume. We're just so different. Yes, there are similarities, but when it comes to the way we think regarding this connection, who we are, where we're headed, we are not on the same page. And part of it is because of the way I have been raised, the experiences that I've gone through that have shaped me into who I am today. And the same goes for you. Because of myself not being the way that I should have been, not fulfilling those expectations that you had, I understand it seems to you as if I have betrayed you. I have gone against your beliefs, against your faith, against your trust. And to you now it seems as if I'm a stranger. As if you never knew me at all. I understand this. And I don't deny what I've done. I know what I've done. A part of me now feels that you can't trust me anymore. It's as if you don't know me anymore. There's a spiritual side when I think about you. There's a part of you that makes me feel so spiritually happy. My soul feels blissful, enlightened. I see things differently. I feel things differently. I perceive life and love differently. Right now I am very, very overwhelmed. My mind is a mess. there is a lot of mental anguish, impatience, frustration. And I need time to sort out my feelings and emotions so that I can move forward. So that I can bring some calm and make a decision. But I'm unable to do that because there's just too much chaos. I also feel that I'm in a crisis because of the fact that I'm restricted and limited. There are limitations from being with you. In addition to me feeling overwhelmed, I'm also afraid. I have anxiety, paranoia, fear. Not really feeling so worthy. Not really feeling ready. Not feeling prepared to be in such an intense relationship and situationship. I am afraid of what my beliefs are, of what your beliefs are, of what the world thinks of us. And I'm also afraid of the way I betrayed you. A part of me also feels paranoid that someone may find out a secret, and I am scared. But the biggest thing of all is myself feeling and experiencing a spiritual awakening. It is so overwhelming that it scares me to have this spiritual awakening. When I think of you, I get this warm feeling as if I know you from somewhere before, as if we have been together before. I just feel so comfortable. And when I think about the issues and the struggles that we've gone through, sometimes it doesn't seem so rough because all I have to do is just think about you and everything feels right. I ask the universe, I ask God, my belief, why is it that you were sent into my life? Why did we meet? Why now? Why not before? Why not long ago? What has changed? Why have certain things changed? I don't know. A part of me feels as if you and I are spiritually connected. And it gives me anxiety because this is beyond my belief. This is beyond something that I have experienced. So my mind stops working. It just doesn't work. I'm just so overwhelmed. I've never experienced something like this before. But I do feel, yes, when I'm alone, sometimes I can actually smell your scent. I can feel your presence even though you're not there. And in my dreams, everything seems so real. I know there's something special there. And I know you feel it too. Overall, no matter where I go, no matter what I do, no matter who I'm with, even though I'm on the path with someone else doing something else, thinking, planning of something else, my mind is always towards you, yearning and longing. When you will be back? When will I see you again? Is this it? A part of me is too afraid to be with you. Another part of me is just being torn apart because I want to be with you, but I'm too scared. I don't know how to handle this. and it hurts. All right. My, oh my, Sagittarius, there you have it. Yes, I see you are overwhelmed. I see this person is overwhelmed. And this is perfectly natural. Some of you, sometimes when you have readings and you come to me for readings, I have seen often it's like, am I losing my mind? Or, am I just obsessing over this person for no reason? I feel that there's something special. There's these questions, and don't worry, you're absolutely right. Go with what your gut feeling says. There's a reason why you feel the way that you do, because you've been there, done that at a different time. Your person of interest here could be a twin flame, soulmate, a karmic partner. And this is somebody most likely from your past life, but on a rare occasion, it could be somebody in the spiritual realm who you've met already. That far into the future, you are actually supposed to be together, which is called a future life. Many of you know that I do past life readings, so have a look on my website. This I would recommend for some of you who are feeling betrayed, who don't understand what's going on, who have a lot of paranoia and fear and anxiety regarding this connection, who are very confused, who have a lot of questions, I would say. Mental anguish, right? Not finding that sense of closure. So for some of you, if you're feeling this, feel free to go to my website, www.asnointia.com, and you can place an order for a past life reading. If by chance it's unavailable or out of stock, please do send me an email and I will put you on the waiting list. It is important to get clarity here, and the majority of you know that I do past life readings. And the readings are sometimes very beautiful, sometimes very tragic, but it's a story that was of yourself and your person of interest. Now, how do you recognize this person? Are you unable to let go of this person? Do you have a certain sense that you know this individual? Are you obsessing over this person? Or you kind of think about them a lot? And this is the biggest thing of all, guys. This card for me is my third party card. I didn't mention that before because I didn't want to ruin the flow of this reading, but this does indicate a third party situation. So ideally, we could have 3 people involved in this entire connection, or 4 people involved, 2 couples or 1 person with someone, and we have somebody extra popping into the equation. So when it's that, yes, that could be an affair. This person that you've met, it could be possible that, and I've seen this a lot in my past life readings, you may be with somebody right now who you thought is the one, and that is possible. But then also you meet somebody a few years later and you wonder like, wow, where have you been all my life? Like, this is weird. We have a really different kind of connection, and it's like 100 times more. This has happened. I know some of you feel this. When that happens, yes, the person you're with currently, that is somebody from your past life too. You have a special bond and a spiritual connection with them. However, the person that pops up into your life, you also have a connection with them. It's very difficult to make those decisions, to make that call, because it's all from the heart. And it is a little too spiritual because you actually feel it in your soul. For some of you, I would recommend that you have a look on my YouTube channel called Asnointia Audio. The link is below. Have a look at the video that I have there regarding these 2 things. One is called Past Life Spiritual Connections. The other video is called Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. And under the playlist of spiritual connections, you'll see I do have a few other things regarding soulmates, karmic partners, twin flames, and a few more other videos. And of course, I do have on there relationship related advice, as well as one of them that is about negative energy, how to recognize and remove. I wanted to just put this out there because this is a very intense reading, and if I can help you, why not, right? And you'll see in those videos, in the comments, you're not the only person. You're not alone. There's a lot of people experiencing the same thing. There's a spiritual awakening happening here. You may have already gone through it, which is probably why you're here. You may just be curious, but it's about to happen. You see the world differently. You perceive things differently. You look at everything quite differently. Here, your person of interest and yourself, you're quite overwhelmed. It's going to take some time. Here we have either it could be a third-party situation with an individual, or it could be a third-party situation where your person of interest is unable to give you that time, energy, and effort. They can't put it into this connection. Why? Maybe they're taking care of their career. Maybe they're trying to get settled. Maybe they're trying to take care of a sick loved one and they can't give you that time. Maybe they just went through a divorce and they're trying to get custody of their children. And perhaps they want to take them out and spend those weekends with their children. So there's different scenarios here. It doesn't have to be that somebody is cheating on somebody. It simply means that the time, energy, and effort that one of you was supposed to give to the other, it's just not happening. It's not happening the way it should traditionally happen, where we have their undivided attention, right? So that's the situation here. It's not good. However, it's not going to last forever like this either. These things change. There's always ebbs and flows, right? It's not always going to remain like this, where there's silence and there's all these restrictions. I do see that there are a whole lot of restrictions and a lot of distance between the both of you. Some of it is due to other people. So this could be religion-related issues. It could be societal issues. Anybody that's in certain type of association with someone, somebody may be saying, no, this is not the right person for you. Family-related, money-related issues. But there's a belief-related issue here where you and this individual, you're not seeing eye to eye, not because you don't want to, but because of the backgrounds that the both of you come from. That's what's causing the issue here. All right. Let's have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot. So, for those of you who are new, two of them came out. For those of you who are new, I do this reading in the reverse, firstly. And this is not an omen. Battery just died. I was expecting it to die. I just didn't know it would die too soon. All right. We have a situation here where there is a lot of sadness. Wow. So what is this? Sagittarius, for those of you who are new, this spread I read in the reverse. And these cards I read in the reverse, not the spread itself, but the cards I read in the reverse. And also, this is for those of you that may not have gotten closure. This person may have ghosted you. They may have just faded from your life. They may not have talked to you, and you wonder, why is it that something so sweet just became so sour, and this person seems to be quite bitter? What happened? Maybe this person didn't tell you. So this is for those of you that need that sort of information to find out what happened. And you did have an extra card that came out. And that is a very intense card because it clarifies a lot. We have here the Queen of Cups. Let's have a look at that first. The Queen of Cups. Wow. The first word here, overwhelmed. Overwhelmed by emotions that need sorting out. You remember you had crisis. You had the crisis card right there. And with the crisis card, it talks about being overwhelmed. So yes, 100%. Your person, it's like they got short-circuited. Too much voltage, boom, the fuse just blew. Okay? That's what happened. Overwhelmed by emotions that need sorting out. The need to control these feelings. And having disharmonious relationships. So they did have disharmonious relationships in their past, but also they felt that this may be. One of the reasons why they were having issues was because they were not appreciating any form of art, beauty, intimacy, and love in this connection. They were also starting to avoid any sort of seductive emotions. You did have sensuality before too. This is a lack of soulfulness, a lack of emotion, a lack of inspiration, and a lack of receptivity. So it does appear that because they were overwhelmed, it's like their brain stopped functioning in a way. That's metaphorically speaking. Hopefully not, knock on wood. But that's kind of like what it was. It was just too much to handle that they couldn't even think straight anymore. And because they couldn't do that, they just took a step back. They're very overwhelmed. Now here we also have the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups talks about disappointment, sadness, and pessimism. They were feeling trapped. They were concentrating on problems instead of seeing the assets. They were not really seeing opportunities when they were coming. And they were creatively blocking any form of prosperity, even fertility. Here we have a growing awareness that relationships are what you make of them. This person wanted the ability to appreciate what one has, but they were unable to do so because they were so disappointed and because they were sad and they were very pessimistic. We also have here the 4 of Arrows. The 4 of Arrows here, and it's the overall arching theme, it umbrellas all of this, makes sense. Healing. Healing, introspection, isolation. This person needed time to heal and rest in the past. They needed peace after emotional disappointment. And they needed to detach from the everyday world in order to regain balance. This is what they felt. They had enforced themselves into isolation and into loneliness. There was a need to have a more detached viewpoint of problems. So, yeah, there was that confusion. Then there was a realization, I turned everything into what it is now. And then boom, they're trying to heal from it. What have I done? So yes, this person was not talking to you for a while. I see that here. There was some sort of distance, and that's because they were trying to heal. This could be healing from the situation that they had with you specifically, where they feel that they had to heal from you, or they had to heal from the behavior that they showed to you. So, yeah. Take it as it resonates. Let me know. What's your story? I do read as many comments as I can. All right, let's have a look here. We have the Beginner's Tarot. Oh my, the Devil card. We have the 6 of Pentacles, followed by the Queen of Cups, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Devil card. First card the strongest. So we do here have more of a... Remember you had the first card as sensuality? Well, this specific connection now with the Devil card, it does talk about more of a sexual addiction or an attraction. Also, a soulful connection that this person finds very difficult to detach from. They cannot cut the cord. When they do, it's as if something stings them. And they are forced to be, again, with you. This is a very sexually intense kind of card. This is obsession in the form of envy. Feeling trapped by desires, emotions that are uncontrollable. So yes, this is an obsession card too, for me. This is the way I interpret this card. It also calls for obsession. First card is the strongest. This person is starting to obsess for you. And this is what? I didn't even announce this, sorry. These cards, I have a look at any actions, plans, any intentions that your person of interest has towards you. So here we also have a sense of a growing obsession. And when there's distance, yes, this person will, any person will, they'll start to think about the other individual more and more and more. Eventually they realize, oh my goodness, I'm obsessing over this person. It does talk about being connected to somebody, but not being able to let go and having a lot of sensual desires for that individual too. Also talks a little bit about fear, how fearful they are about this connection. Sometimes the fear is because it's too intense, but sometimes it's also because somebody might find out. Here we also have the Six of Pentacles. This person wants to take you out. They've made up their mind and they want to take you out for breakfast, lunch, dinner, coffee, tea, whatever it is. But they do want to have some time with you in a different environment. They want to spend on you. How do they see you here? With the Queen of Cups, they see that you are an individual that has a lot of love to give. They feel that you're very soft, very gentle. You have very nurturing qualities. And they admire this. This is what they thrive on because they don't see this from other people. You have this way of showing this person unconditional love, and that's what they feel and they sense and they love. They may have been gone for a while, but here with the Knight of Pentacles, this person is coming back into your life slowly, steadily. They are going to make an offer. This offer is not just a willy-nilly offer. This person has thought long and hard. The pros, the cons, all of the things that they have done. They did not want to rush into it like the Knight of Swords or the Knight of Wands. They did not want to rush into it. This person is thinking on a tangible level, very logically. So yes, when they do come back into your life, and I do see this person is going to come back into your life, they have already thought about this long and hard, so they're not going to be immediately, or hopefully never, they're not going to be changing their mind. Because sometimes when we have the Wands, the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Swords, it's very fast action, and even the Fool card, I'm seeing these in my mind's eye right now. When you have those, it does show a rush sort of situation, not really thinking it through. But this card really does show that this person's thought long and hard about this and they're ready to go. It's really good. The overall arching theme, your person of interest feels that they are emotionally depleted, emotionally unavailable, but drained. In addition to that, they feel rejected, they feel neglected, but they also feel that a part of this is just because of them. Now, in addition to that, this also talks about how they don't feel that they have enough love or enough to give to you. This could be the reason why they're not coming back as a king, but as a Knight of Pentacles, because they're still learning. They're still gaining some knowledge and some clarity as to how am I supposed to settle down? How am I supposed to do this, that? How can I satisfy Sagittarius? There's a certain, I guess, standard that they've set in their heart and their mind that they have to live up to, and that is to be with you and to make you happy. Sagittarius, not bad. I do see that they are going to reach out to you at some point in time. And the type of sensual feelings that I'm seeing here, what I'm truly seeing is somebody who really doesn't have control over their emotions. They're trying to. But because this is the first time they've experienced this, and I didn't mention this before, but usually I do, I call it double the love, double the pain. Because this is a spiritual connection. And so that love that they're sensing right now is from this lifetime, but also the past life. And that pain that they're suffering is also from this lifetime and the past life. So it's times two. It's double. And that's too much for a human to bear. This is why they're fearful, and this is why they're so overwhelmed. They can't think straight. So, Sag, give this person some time. Let them come to you. Let you do your own thing. You keep busy. Start a hobby, start a course, finish something that you wanted to finish for a long time. You haven't been able to, because when we're as a couple, we really don't have that much time either. That's just common. However, try to keep yourself busy while your person of interest kind of goes through all this, and then they sort things out. Remember, there's that healing card, right? So they do need to heal, and there's isolation, there's introspection, very much like a hermit. All right, just going to do a quick prayer. All right, I have here Archangel answer cards. And here we will have a look at what the angels, Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel, what do they have to say about this connection? Any advice? So we do have here meditation brings answers, and then listen to your intuition. Don't stop. No need to worry. No. With an exclamation mark. Okay. If you hear a whisper, please don't be nervous about that. That's me whispering. Okay, so we got a situation here where this has become so overwhelming even for you, Sagittarius, that it's starting to, for some of you, starting to affect your health, or it has in the past. Aha, you have a choice here. You have a choice card. It's up to you card. So, quite interesting. Meditation brings answers. So for some of you, you've been quite busy and even very discouraged. So what it's suggested here is that do pray to the divine. And this is the holy white light of God. There's many holy lights in the universe. Well, not holy lights, I meant to say there's many lights in the universe. But when you do meditate or even pray, always remember the word holy. Now we have here, listen to your intuition. So that's pretty interesting. Meditation brings answers. So those answers will be given to you intuitively. You will maybe sometimes notice some signs and synchronicities. Maybe you'll hear a voice in your head. Maybe you just get it intuitively and just know in your gut that this is what this is supposed to be. I'm not supposed to do this, or I'm supposed to say this at this moment in time. So do pay attention to your inner voice. We also have here, don't stop. This is about you kind of giving up. What they're telling you is don't stop. Don't stop giving and receiving love. Keep that positive energy flowing, because the more you do that, the more you'll be able to attract positive energy into your life. And they're saying here, because there's no need to worry. No, this time round, be assertive. Let this person know what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with. Set healthy boundaries. It is very important that you show this person who you are, what you do, and they can't walk all over you. The reason why I say be assertive, assertive itself shows me that there may be somebody in this connection who has a lack of self-esteem, somebody who's very nervous, who walks on eggshells, who is very afraid that somebody may walk out on them. So the angels here are saying, do not be afraid to be assertive. Set your healthy boundaries, and this person will think twice about messing with you. We also have here improving health. Some of you have been going through some stress, trauma, depression. Usually it's stress, anxiety, depression, but I'm actually getting the word trauma. So some of you have been through quite a few things. I'm no medical person by any means, but I would recommend to talk to somebody. This could be a professional, it could be a friend, but who you think will help you get to a better place emotionally and mentally. Whatever it is has been hurting you, it's been upsetting you, and it has taken a toll. This is not for everybody. This is not going to resonate for everybody. This is a general love reading. Now, whatever has happened has caused issues in your life, and it has affected you. Here, what you need to do is focus on the mind, body, spirit, and soul. That makes all of you and that's what you need to start focusing on. So remember, this person's healing. They need some time. They're going to be coming back into your life after some time. So in the meantime, let's focus on ourselves. We also have here the last card. It's up to you. This is a clear-cut answer to those of you that want to know, should I stay with this person or should I move on? This answer is, it's up to you. This tells you that this is not the end-all be-all situation. And on my other channel, Asnointia Audio on YouTube, and by the way, those videos are absolutely free, so you have access to them. What this card talks about is that those type of lives that we live where we make these decisions and then we change our mind and then we change this and we change that, those decisions actually are created as branches. But our existence is more like a big tree. Okay? And each branch is a different reality. So you could be the squirrel on one branch and that's your life at that moment in time, but then all of a sudden you decide, no, I'm bored of this one. I'm going to hop onto this one. When you hop onto the other one, there is a storyline that's already written. These are written by the celestial beings. This is written by God, approved by God. And when you go through that, you still have a future. It's not as if you don't have a future. It's just that at this point in time now, you're playing the part. So that destiny is still written. This destiny is also written. So is this one. So is that one. All of them are written. But it's up to you to make the choice on which branch you want to hop onto. Here you're being given that option because some of you are hesitating from moving on. For some of you, this is a very toxic connection. It's a very addictive connection. It's a very troublesome kind of connection. People get hurt here. So for that reason, some of you are thinking, okay, I think it's probably best for me to move on, but I don't really want to because it feels so good, but I know it's not the right thing. I have to move on. When we think like this, it is important to listen to our intuition at the end of the day and the experiences that we have gone through. So some of you will want to stay with this individual, and that's perfectly okay. Others of you, you may just want to move on at some point in time. And the angels here are saying you do have a choice and it's up to you, which means there's something good that's going to follow after as well. Should you make any major moves or any decisions at this point in time regarding this specific person, when it comes to reaching out to them, not the right time. So no, right now is not the right time to do that. Eventually, at some point in time, it will be, but not now. And that's your reading, Sagittarius. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below. I also wanted to mention to some of you, I forgot to mention this. If you go on my website, you'll see a package called the Chakra Checkup package that is related to this specific issue that you're going through for some of you. If you feel that there is an imbalance in your mind, body, your spirit, and your soul, that particular package will help, because what it does is it helps get rid of, and it teaches you how to do this, get rid of negative energies from your home, around your aura, and inside of your body, which are your chakra centers. Your chakra centers are associated to your bodily functions. So once you have all of that clear, all that negativity is gone, then there's enough room for positivity and everything starts flowing better, okay? Have a look on my other channel. Like I said, Asnointia Audio. Have a look at the video that's called What and Who Are Negative Energies? Jinns, Demons, Evil Spirits. That's what I talk about. And that'll give you a better understanding as to what these things are and how they affect us. This affects everybody, every human. There's some people who are hermits, and I did a reading for one. They didn't have anything. I was really shocked and surprised, but it made sense. They don't have any enemies. They didn't make any enemies because they don't associate with anybody. So there's no energy coming to them because they're just so alone. However, we are social animals and we need people. And we need to go through the good, bad, and the ugly, as our souls are programmed for that, to experience this, to be bigger and better than what we are right now. All right, Sag. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys again. Thank you so much for your encouragement and your support and for all of your comments. Please let me know how this reading has resonated for many of you. All right. Take care. Stay safe. Bye now.